When the leaves turn yellow and red and the temperature starts to drop, you know it's time for barking dogs and driven hunts. Spending time in the woods, being with friends and experiencing the change of the seasons. Tons of patience, demanding and fast shooting. Now that's driven hunt. Welcome to Sweden. This is actually the first drive of the season. I'm heading out of this path, looking for roedeer, wild boar, fallow deer and foxes. Let's see what happens. The dogs are not long to pick up the scent of the roedeer and start barking. The noise becomes too much for a young fox, and he tries to slip away unnoticed. Soon after, one of the dogs brings me a roedeer, but it's just in the tree line and I can't get a shot. Finally, she decides to cross the path some 80 meters from my stand. Once again after roedeer, but as the dogs start barking, this time it's the wild boar who get tired of the noise and try to slip away. A small group of young boars start moving away from the noisy dogs, but didn't expect to find me there. The first shot is lethal, but as these boar are tough, I give it another bullet just to end its suffering. It is mid-January, it is cold, it's windy, and it's raining. We're hunting roe deer. So 3 of us are positioning ourselves in strategic places and basically we'll make the deer move around slowly and shoot them while they come. That's the plan. 2 or 3 deer up this way, where you see that large electric pole. At least 2 deer standing there in shelter, and I think I might have cover in that line of tree over there. Deer that I saw, they should be about 50 meters on the other side of this bend in the tree line. As I get up to the bend in the tree line, I spook 2 roe deer in the thicket. I get my shooting stick up and get ready for a shot. I take my time to pick a fawn and leave the does in the box. That sort of gets you going. I was looking up to where I saw maybe 2 deer, and there comes another one. Just gonna check out if I'm gonna shoot that one as well. I don't think so. Looks like a young buck. I could easily shoot it from here, but I'm not going to. So I saw a couple of deer. And I moved up, and 2 of them sort of jumped in here. He's still standing in that field. I will restrain myself. Now he's going slightly. Now he's passing by where the dead deer is lying. Oh, I feel sorry for him now. Anyway, I was coming up here and 2 deer jumped in there. I saw them moving into the field. So I got ready, put up my stick and my gun. Is he limping? No, he's okay. And then all of a sudden hell broke loose, and I thought maybe 10 deer, and then 5 more just jumped out. I shot one, a young one, I think, a young fawn, and he's just up there in the field. I'm just gonna wait for this young deer to go away. Oh, I feel so sorry for him because he's standing just next to the dead one. Well, 20 meters from it. I could have shot more deer that day, but the day was young and the trigger finger alarm didn't go off. Instead, I pushed the deer towards the other guys for them to have a go at it. That's just the kind of nice guy I am.
Instant kill. So this is the entry wound. A little bit hot, no, it's actually fine. And she died instantly. There's no blood anywhere else, she just collapsed right here.
I had been on quite a few wild boar hunts during the season, and I had seen a lot of wildlife. I saw my friends take their first moose or biggest boar, but it seemed that all the moose and wild boar I saw were either the wrong size, the wrong sex, or simply too far away. And of course this had nothing to do with my shooting capabilities. But as we got towards the end of the season and the last driven hunt, I had a feeling something good was about to happen.
The last driven hunt for wild boar of the year. It's end of January. Just came to my first post. Weather's great. No wind. Really good spot here. But whether boar will come, I don't know. I only shot one wild boar on driven hunts this year, which I think is a pity and way too little for me. So be just fair if I shot at least 3 today. At least 3.
Just 10 minutes after the dogs are set loose, they start barking. It's going the other way, and I'm expecting to hear shots anytime. But suddenly it turns, and I hear cracking branches.
First one was a miss, I think. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have a look. Second one was very much to the rear, unfortunately, because I thought I hit the first one, so I didn't want to not shoot the second one, and obviously it wounded the boar. And then the third shot was just to put it out of its misery. And here's Dolly.
Du var dygtig. Du var dygtig. Du er så dygtig. Ja. Du er dygtig, ja.
Se hende her.
Just a few minutes later, the dogs are barking again, and this time I'm ready. The dogs are fighting the boar and I cannot get a shot. I've decided not to shoot as the dogs are too close. But just in front of me the dogs back up for a second and I squeeze in a shot when I have both dogs to the side. You can see the first shot is lethal, but a wounded boar is no joke, so I take a follow-up shot just as a precaution.
There's a rocker. God, God, you were dygtig. Yeah, you were dygtig. Ah, well. I'm leaving my post. I'm gonna set the car and bring the boar back. to the slaughterhouse. And then that will be the end of this day. The end of my last wild boar river hunt this year. But then again, lots of other fun hunting to come in the spring. Soon South Africa, and the roedeer hunt back home.